Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my Panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench brain. It was like work for 10K, all cause it is pen gaming. Bit insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they be like, see the car going air, they be like, so I step down stage, they be like, ooh yeah, see the car going air, they be like, ooh yeah.
Well, first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Saints at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. You look at this Raiders defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in.
Defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Off the play fake. Steal. And this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Steele working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off play action. Steele. He'll buy some time right. And that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Steele. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when
touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints will jump on top for the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First down, Love to pass. His throw incomplete. Had it fly underneath the intended target, and it's second down. You look at the Saints defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Love looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10. Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On the counter, it's Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Steele. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Off the play fake, Love. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Isaiah Foskey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now 3rd down and very long. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to Miller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
2nd down and 4. Off the play fake. Steele. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be.
Touchdown, Saints! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team, and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
3rd and 19. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go. Wait.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses. and how complicated that is? Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Steele. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They start to drive with White, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Love now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's got Burton here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Love. Open man, that's Renfro. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Down. Drill, 52.
First down, here's White. Running right through him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Raiders try to move quickly, trying to get everybody back to the line. Throwing. Love. This is fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. There's Chris Olave. Room past the 35. Down the left sideline. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 97 yards. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now Love. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Steele. And he's got Quinn here. That's complete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts that. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, they'll run with White. And a loose football. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Steele. Oh, he's got a man wide open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. Now he's loose at the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, a run from White. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 87 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Kendra Miller, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around, they're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Ready?
Play fake. Here's Love. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Trouble, 38, Black Ultra.
Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Inside handoff now. Miller takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
And the Raiders have got him. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Steele. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running left is Miller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Off play action. Steele. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a touchdown.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Powering his way forward. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Blue striker. Set.
Love looking to throw it. This is caught by Tucker. Down to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 71 yards. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Raiders 14.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Throwing on third and long. Steele. And that's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw now, here's Love. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Red, yellow. Red.
On third down, Love. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It got his man complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, it's Love. Here's White. They set up the screen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
14. First down, Las Vegas.
First down, going to the air with Love. And he's taken down here by the Saints. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready up. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Love. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for White on the deep ball. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll look to throw again. Tries the left side and finds Olave. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. So this one a victory here.